Hi, and thank you for taking a few moments to view this video. I'd like to chat with you a couple of minutes about why you should consider dealing with Petromac, why you should consider us over anybody else. I'm making this in the beginning of 2009, and after 10 years of doing this, I can say that this is the toughest that we have seen in the last 10 years of doing petroleum retail financing, whether gas stations, convenience stores, truck stops, or even on a lesser extent, auto lubes, car washes, auto repair facilities. It's definitely the most difficult that we've seen in a long time. However, the make sense deals are still getting done. The strong borrowers, a lot of the strong borrowers are still getting their transactions done. And I'd like to tell you a couple reasons why you should deal with us. Main reasons, we're still in business. After 10 years and having done hundreds of millions of dollars of transactions, we have a unique perspective on the industry by simply staying in business. We have any number of people that are associated with us that have close to 70 years petroleum experience, from jobber level to operating hundreds of retail sites to also on a corporate level. So we've seen all phases of petroleum retail, and we would be able to provide to you a different viewpoint that you're not going to find from any bank or any mortgage broker, and maybe not even any companies that of the few that actually specialize in doing petroleum retail. We would like to think, and one of the main reasons we think that you should deal with us is we don't want to think that we're necessarily just in the loan business. We're in the dealer success business, because you may remember the commercial years ago on TV, if you don't look good, we don't look good. Well, we look at it that way also. We would like for you to be successful. We would hope that our association would make you more successful. And from some of the things that I'm going to outline why you should deal with us, those are the things that are going to make you more successful. In business, there's only two ways to make more money. You have to increase revenues, or you have to decrease expenses. That's really it. So there's certain things that we're going to be able to provide you with to help you increase your revenues and decrease your expenses and make you more profitable. One of the things that will differentiate us from other people is we're going to assist you, should you request. We'll assist you in helping negotiate your purchase agreement should this be a purchase. You're not going to find that in other situations. We find that a lot of people are overpaying for sites. It's great to own a gas station or convenience store. It's not great to overpay for them, just like it's not great to overpay for anything. Another thing that will differentiate us from anybody that you might be dealing with is we will assist you in helping negotiate your fuel supply agreement. On the surface, this might not seem like a big deal, but unless you have good terms, we might be able to save you tens of thousands of dollars over the long term, because once you've negotiated that agreement and you're locked in for, say, 10 years, you're kind of stuck unless you sell the site. So again, that is something of great worth. Another thing that we can assist you with is to help negotiate with your vendors. It's really kind of the same thing as with your fuel supply, because it's a pennies game. Pennies will make you and pennies will break you. If you don't have the best price, if you don't have the best terms, you can maybe not make as much money as you should. So again, this can help you make additional tens of thousands of dollars over the long term just by negotiating good agreements with your vendors. We can assist you with your pro forma projections and your business plans. One of the quickest way to get a deal slammed is to bring in a pro forma projection that does not accurately represent industry statistics. If an underwriter is looking and they see that your projections that you make are off, they know that you don't have the requisite experience, or somebody else has prepared this for you. That will kill it quick. And a lot of the business plans we get simply are awful. Either that or they're prepared in an automated software, and you can see that it's prepared from that a mile away. And that's not so bad, perhaps, if it were software that was specific for petroleum retail, but they're typically prepared for anything to do with commercial or business and not necessarily in petroleum retail. So, again, you need to stick with the specialist and not with the generalist. The next thing that we can assist you in is, and this is really important, the main reason that deals get slammed if they're not approved, it's because of insufficient cash flow. Cash flow is king in commercial financing, and the lack of verifiable cash flow is the main reason why things get declined. We're going to help you find what we would consider to be the legitimate add-backs, because sometimes the add-backs are the things that pushes the deal over the top to get it done. And only people who specialize in this generally are the people that are going to be able to find these add backs from looking through profit and loss statements and having direct conversations with sellers. One of the things that we think is very important is actually assisting you with the deal structure. In many respects, this is horse trading. These aren't simple purchase transactions, or these aren't even simple refinance transactions. Frequently, we will be asked to assist and negotiate with a seller because, again, if you are purchasing a site and the seller is dealing with a commercial realtor or dealing with a business broker, how do you know how they came up with the purchase price? So we frequently can intercede and help you with the deal structure by negotiating with the fuel supplier, negotiating with the seller. And again, these are important things, being able to structure these things, because without it, a lot of times the deal will just simply die, because all parties have to be amenable, because everybody has a different agenda. After you have retained our services, another important thing is you will be able to use our consulting services for the next year. The day you open your convenience store is not going to be the most profitable that you ever have it. And so when you see things that you're making mistakes, or maybe things aren't going like you think, or one of the biggest mistakes you can make in going into a site is making wholesale changes the first month. That's the kiss of death. A lot of people shop, they're used to shopping there, and then if someone sees someone come in and change everything around, a lot of times people will go somewhere else. So you will be able to consult us on your business about what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. And regardless of how long you've been doing it, everybody can learn new things. Now, I would like to point out, a bank is not going to help you with any of this. If you're just going for a loan and a bank will do it, the local bank might be your best bet. But well over 90% of the bank, 95% of the banks in the country, they don't want to do gas stations and convenience stores. They're dumping them. They're getting them out of their portfolios. We frequently are called because banks are looking to get rid of things out of their portfolios, or they have sites that are being foreclosed on and they're looking for a professional to assist them. So if they're consulting us, we certainly consult you, or can consult you in your transaction. But they're not going to help you. They're not going to help you negotiate with your seller. They're not going to help you negotiate with your fuel supplier. They're not going to help you negotiate with your vendors. They're not going to assist you in your business planning, and they're not going to assist you with your projections and with deal structure. So again, we would like to think, in all honesty, you shouldn't even consider going anywhere else than dealing with us, because you're not going to be paying any more using our services than you are going somewhere else. There's a saying, why settle for the get-by when in the long run the good costs less? And we would like to think that that's where we are right now. We would like to thank you for taking a few moments to view this video. We hope that regardless of where you decide to obtain your financing or do anything in the petroleum, we would like to wish you the best of luck, and thank you very much.